Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online with Milara Falcon's Bane. We've just finished investigating the Temple of Mourning, and now we are going to head on out to the Shattered Shoals as the second part of Storm on the horizon. I'm attempting to do one quest per episode. My goodness, look how changed that is now. It's beautiful. However, sometimes these quests have multi-parts, so if they have quests within them, I'll be doing one quest per episode, but the major quest will be over several. Let's increase our magicka. We'll commit our points. Oops, there's another one. I might increase my stamina then just a little bit. Commit our points. Heading over into our skills. All right. Now I would really like to improve this, but our provisioning isn't high enough. So let's have a look at what we've got. Racial skills now. Wood elf. Increase your stealth detection. Increases your movement speed by 1% and your physical... Oh, well, let's do that. Our weapon skills. One hand and shield. Puncture. Thrust your weapon. Yep. Taunting them to attack. So that's something we would use if we were being a thing. A tank. We might not be a tank, but I might just do that because it might get useful sometime. A low slash, surprise the enemy with a deep lunge. Okay, well we could do that I suppose, but I might miss a class skill if I do that. Adrift spear. Ooh, puncturing strikes can morph. Well, let's morph. And that's a thrown one. That is really tempting. Might do that one. I know. There are a lot of skills. One of the things we should be doing is collecting the sky shards. I'm actually going to try and put the sky shards for a region into one episode and run from one to the next, but I don't know how we'll go about it with that. So, let me think on that some more. At least we'll do that for at least Khenarthi's Roost, but some of the regions are a lot bigger. Ilsil?
I have no idea why Roralian would seal himself into that creature's tomb. But I suppose he won't be around to undermine my experiments.
I am so glad this game does not allow me to gut people where they stand for being horrible. Because it shouldn't be Roralian in that tomb. He didn't free the monster. I know. Now I'm annoyed. I forgot how much fun Javelin was. Sunfire can now be morphed. Alright. Of course, we could also do all of the... Yeah, no, we'll try for each one. We could also do each of the stones in one area. Like, for instance, you enter a dungeon, you pick up the shard. That's also useful as well. You enter a site. So if we have a look at this site now on our map, we'll see over here that it's now being ticked off. All right. But what I might do is actually we'll leave that until the end. Okay. Investigate the Shattered Shoals. So we're still continuing the Storm on the Horizon main story quest for this area. I know. I'm very glad that I've got the we want that. Ooh. Excuse me for a minute. Oh wow, excellent. Let's go. Unlock it. This is why we're carrying lockpicks. Because those chests, whenever you see them, can be opened. Look at that. Ice of the train, ice staff, maple, lightning staff of flame, palladium. Let's grab all of that. Skill gained, leisure domain. We gained leisure domain because we picked the lock. It's one of the ways of gaining that skill without without actually doing anything illegal. I see another one. Oh man, we'll have that one too. I wonder if I run along this. It's logical that there are chests in the water because there's been a storm. A maul of shock. I know, it's a one-handed weapon. I could replace my thing with it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to avoid this quest. Normally I would actually just run across this island and do each quest as I came to it. But the purpose of this series is to do one quest at a time. So it means I'm going to take a little bit longer to, to get things done than I would otherwise. But that's okay. Let's go.
Halt! Come no closer.
Okay, your wish is my command right now. I am collecting things as we go. And I have sped up my my ability to collect things.
Welcomes all who wish to join.
Yeah, and those who do not wish to join are welcome to. How's he going? He's going okay. I know. Okay. So we're now moving to the second part of this one. We're going to investigate the Shattered Shoals. And as you can see, we could have been exploring a lot of things as we ran across the island. So we're gonna, on our way back, we're gonna go and do some of the minor stuff. Sergeant Firion.
You there? Have you seen my squad?
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
We were all in a little ark.
Excuse me. Oh, okay, no, it's fine.
Can any of you hear me? Where are you? You there? Have you seen my squad?
I don't know what you mean.
We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Khenarthi's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad.
Did they survive the hurricane?
I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edhelas, Onglorn, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground.
I'll help you find your squad.
I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes are another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
What can I do about their wounds?
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy.
Okay.
The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the ailets.
Ailets? What do you mean?
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger.
Charming.
I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of glow juice.
If I see any, I'll bring torchbug treacle to your squad.
Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
Understood. All right, so we're now investigating the Shattered Shoals. You'll note that we've discovered them, and once again, on our points of interest, then it's not ticked off, which means we have this adventure to do to tick it off, which is the adventure we need to do in order to fulfill the second half of Storm on the Horizon. So we're going to go J for Journal and highlight Cast Adrift, because that's what we need to focus on now. That's Dragonthorn. We'll grab some of that. When you've been playing for a while, you'll start to recognize the herbs. Failing that, keep an eye out for when they pop up on you under your mouse as you run. But I don't think it's going to let me have it. No, that's okay. I love the way that spear throws it back. Not that we need it. And that's 2 bottles of glow juice. Alright. I'm looking for other things in amongst the wreckage as well. Books and treasure chests and things like that. The Shattered Shoals discovered. Still not ticked off though. So this is the adventure we do to tick it off. So if you're a completionist and you're looking to do all of the achievements and you want to be able to tick off all those points of interest as part of one of your other achievements, then yeah, you need to do the adventures as well. If you're not a completionist, the adventures will give you XP. Edhelas.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet?
Sergeant Firion sent me to find you.
Alive? Good. That's good. Waves smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
Sergeant Firion said this torchbug treacle should help.
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume.
Ew.
But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle.
I'll look for the rest of your squad.
Good. I'll find Sergeant Firion. Go. Get them back safe.
Will do. Hello. You have a bottle of stuff. You don't have a bottle of stuff. Well, that's just rude. Oh yeah, hello Mr. Fussy. Let's go. You and me. O mano o mano. Haha. Alright, I'm getting distracted. Let's go see if we can save another soul. Hey, Nistel.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
Sergeant Firion sent me to find you.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
This torchbug treacle might help.
Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Firion. How about you?
I told Sergeant Firion I'd find the rest of your squad.
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
Aye aye. Let's go. Hello. Oh, torchbug treacle. Yep. So I had 2 bottles. Grab that. Alrighty. Which means... Oh, a little bit of flag's gonna kill me there. Mind you, I think it also killed the Allet, so we're good. Another bottle of torchbug treacle. Nummo. Sandals in mint tea. Ah, not sure that's a great idea. I'm looking for chests as well as little glowy things that might be exciting, and also the sailor that we're missing. Hey, Onglorn.
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach?
Sergeant Firion sent me to find you.
She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
Sergeant Firion said this torchbug treacle would help.
Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland.
I found everyone in your squad.
Lieutenant Gelin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Firion and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
Alright. shelter in a nearby cave, huh? Doesn't that man know anything about caves? Whoop. And it had a friend. I know. This is what you get when you go looking for chests. Oops, my bad. I know. Try not to move off until you find it. Find Lieutenant Gelin, huh? It's a rat. Tied to a blood-stained post is the body of a Wood Elf Marine. He appears to have died recently. The armour bears the insignia of an old Dominion Marine lieutenant. His corpse is soaked in blood as if from many shallow cuts. Greenish foam mingles with the smeared blood. The cuts on the lieutenant's body form strange but repetitive patterns. His blood was smeared across the uncut portions of skin to create wave-like symbols. The exact cause of his death is unclear. Well, that's annoying. Green? Sounds a bit like poison to me. Looks like they do this to a lot of people. Looks like that other adventurer had a bit of fun on the way in. Again, if you're gathering resources, just be choosy about what you gather and how much, because it can fill your backpack up really quickly if you don't have an ESO plus bag. So, one of the things I found most frustrating when I first started to play when I didn't have one was that I couldn't fit everything in. I was constantly overloaded. Alright, Sergeant Firion.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gelin. Have you found him?
I found his body in the cave. Someone killed him.
What do you mean?
It looks like he was killed in some kind of ritual.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet.
Uh-oh.
Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death. What else was in that cave?
Lots of bones, candles, and snakes. Also wooden posts.
Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements.
You do?
Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard.
What are you going to do?
We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gelin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around.
I'll warn them.
Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch
Thank you,
yourself.
Sergeant. Nistel.
Before the next sun sets, my blade will find a home in the heart of Lieutenant Gelin's killer. May the fates guide me to avenge him.
Aye. He must have been a good lieutenant. If for his men to be that upset about losing him. Little. Okay, let's talk to Quartermaster Oblan.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway?
Why, thank
State
you.
your business with the crew of the Prowler.
A Dominion Marine was killed in a nearby cave.
The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave?
He was murdered in some kind of ritual. His squad needs reinforcements.
Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor.
My
You
goodness.
pitch in, consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk?
I'm sure they'll help where they can.
And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate the replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage.
I'll see if they can find the helmsman's wheel and patch the ship.
Oh, and our sunsighter.
Anything
Must have
else?
fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the sunsighter back, any way you can.
I have a few questions.
Sure, talking's easier than working. Well, ask.
Who are the sea vipers?
Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do.
And what's a sunsighter?
Captain Jimila uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands.
Tell me about the Prowler.
The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping.
So are you pirates?
Joan and Jode, don't
Oh
let
dear.
the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers. So we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction.
I see. Who is in charge of the Prowler?
Captain Jimila took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's Roost. Every ship but the Prowler.
That was fortunate. Okay. Let's chat to Sergeant Firion.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck.
Quartermaster Oblan promised reinforcements when the Prowler is repaired.
We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do.
The Prowler needs a replacement helmsman's wheel.
Edhelas is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel.
Sure, send Edhelas to find a replacement.
He's on his way. Anything else we can do?
The Sea Vipers stole the Prowler's sunsighter.
Onglorn is our best tracker. He can recover the sunsighter in no time.
Sure, send Onglorn to recover that
I
then.
almost pity the sea viper who's holding on to the sunsighter. Onglorn will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing?
There are leaks on the Prowler that need patching.
Nistel is as good with a mallet as she is with his sword. I can have her patch the Prowler's leaks.
Alright, have Nistel patch the leaks.
She'll have those leaks fixed in no time. What else?
There's nothing left to do.
It's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
Very well then. That's why she's a sergeant.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your marine friends, as long as they work for their meals.
You promised reinforcements.
I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimila is the only one who can make that call.
Then what does your captain say?
Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimila always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Then I won't give her good reason. Let's go. Captain.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
What do you mean?
Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
What happened to your crew?
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale.
What happened to her?
The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mastengwe recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
Very well. Mastengwe, huh? I know, I'm not stealing their provisions. I mean, I could. The game would let me. But, oh look, a book. I will read the Prowler's log. Morale is very low, but at least the weather looks good. Man, but she's regretting penning those words now. I don't need to steal that. There's a reason I don't need to steal a roast pig recipe. It's because you get it as part of your provisioning. Yeah, slaughter fish repellent. I wish it worked. Here we go. Mastengwe.
The sea vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
Another hurricane? What do you mean?
Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the sea vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
What have the sea vipers done?
Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island.
The sea vipers created the storm?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The sea vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the sea vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow.
Why would the sea viper's wrist glow?
The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bombs, but I couldn't find any more. So I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
I'll try. Alright. Yeah. Let's go. She probably shouldn't be left alone. But the captain's short-handed. She's going to have to cope. Let's go. Oops. That's a bit of maple. We'll grab that. It also has some heartwood in it. I've got a very good reason for wanting heartwood. Well, well. Aren't you just a pathetic little monster? Wooden bones awash in ruin. So as you can see, in each area there is one of these. We'll come back out to it this time round. Next time I think what we'll do is we'll gather them as we go through. Not much of a guard, are you? I know, there's our next level up. Thank you. See, it's so nice when they stop. That was a dagger of the trainee. I think that other adventurer will just grab this. You do get to recognize the timber that you can cut from a distance, but there is a handier way of locating that. Alright. I know, I'll leave that one alone unless he decides he's going to attack me. Otherwise we'll never get to the top. Alright, how are we going to get up there? Wow, that storm, the last storm they summoned must have been a pretty big one. Look where it's dumped this thing. I'm so tempted. But we have people to rescue. Let's get it done. It was handy. Okay. The Malma have things around their wrists, right? I have one. Oh, because I killed one.
Those sea vipers are insane!
Yep, they surely are. Go while you still can. Let's go rescue your friend. Wreck their ritual, right?
They won't kill me today.
No, they won't. I'll make sure of it. Spider webs, huh? Oh, I can search it? Well, we'll have the ginger then. Now, didn't I see... There's some iron. I saw a camp. And what I'm hoping in the camp is that there'll be a chest. Not seeing one though. Oh, I see one. We'll come around the side and get that chest if we can. So yeah, you get used to looking out for these things. You do want to kill your enemies that are around it first though, otherwise they won't let you pick the lock in peace. Some of us need all the peace for picking locks that we can get. Picking up some nice armor. I'm starting to wonder if oh, you know what, I haven't put on my special clothes that you get at the end of that last adventure. Oops. Oh, my bad. We'll do that in a minute. I know. What? You don't like me investigating your tent? Well, that sucks to be you then, doesn't it? Little bit of gold. Oh, I see another chest. Something tells me this one isn't going to let me have it. Excellent. Now the problem with unlocking a chest like this is that once it's unlocked, anyone can access it. Even though you were the one that unlocked it. So, yeah. If someone chose at that point to run past me and open it, they could have just opened it and taken everything. Have had it happen. The etiquette of the game is if someone is fighting someone near a chest, then you don't... saltwater fishing hole, right? Then you can help them with their fight, but don't go and steal the chest out from under them. Is the general rule of thumb anyway. Alrighty, I think it might be time... Oh, there's another chest. Haha. I don't think these guys are going to let me have it. No. I think I just leveled again. Right. Now, intermediate chests, you'll notice the little bar down underneath is moving a little faster. Really, you can usually pick a lock in the time allowed. Just ignore the bar. Focus on the tumblers. Beautiful. I think we might want to just move to a safe point where things aren't likely to respawn. Oh, man, another one. Let's go. And equip our ill-gotten goodies. Alright. I think we should be relatively safe here. I'm not going swimming. I've been eaten by slaughterfish. I don't need that achievement. Let's go with our eye for inventory. I'm going to hang on to my sword and whatnot. Ring of the trainee, though. Let's equip that. I forgot I wasn't wearing a ring at all, so... What am I currently wearing? Oh, well, that's a no-brainer then, isn't it? Iron gauntlets of health, let's equip those. Epaulets of health, let's equip those. Iron girdlet stamina, we might as well equip that. At the moment, pretty much everything we've got. If you look over here, when you're hovering over something, you'll see if it's going to be an advantage to you or not. Take all of those. Now, do I really want to put those on, or do I want my ring of the trainee? I want my ring of the trainee. And seeing as they only work as a pair, we're going to just leave them. Iron girdlet stam, maple ice, morning bow, prowler, pewter necklace. Yeah, let's leave that for the minute. Rawhide guards. Let's learn our recipes. We can learn them even if they're above our level. There we go. Now they're out of our backpack. Trifling glyph of health. It's an armor glyph, so basically you go to your armor, you right click, and go down to enchant, and if you can use it, you can add that on. So we're going to enchant that. There, now our health should go up. But all of these can be dismantled for gaining... Oh, design. Let's learn that. Let's also use the Forgotten Adventurer's Strongbox. I have a feeling that that pretty much we've outgrown pretty much everything. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be fine. All right, let's head on back to the ship. Try not to get ourselves killed on the way. Ooh, another chest. Well, I don't mind if I do. Guards of the trainee. Let's see if they're worth putting on. Increase the experience gained from kills by 8%. Although we also already have that in our guards of health. This is part of a set though. So I'm going to change it out. Because it's part of a set, and if I can get the rest of the set, we're going to do well. Now, we have an empty ring slot. We don't have to replace it. We can just equip it. It'll be fine. Rightio, let's go. I know, I'm just going to run around this way. We'll be fine. Better finish this adventure, hadn't we? Grab that cornflower. Okay, I can see the bottom, so I shouldn't get slaughterfished. Normally I would stop and take on that crystal, but we'll leave that for the moment. We'll make a crystal run for this zone. Yes, I am looking for chests. Why do you ask? Alright, let's report to the captain. Captain Jimila.
Sur and Werkwild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank.
Yes, I stopped the ritual and freed your crewmen.
Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want.
I should hope so.
Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
Thank you, Captain. And guys, on that note, I am going to bid you adieu. If you have a look at Storm on the horizon, we now need to go to Mistral to complete that quest, and we'll do that in the next episode. If you enjoyed it, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and I will check you later. Take care out there.